Talking about what's good about Fresno is we have a real estate agent, Mandy Silveira. Did I say it right?
Yes, you did.
And you're kind of a new agent.
Yes, I am a new agent with Realty Concepts here in Fresno, and absolutely loving it. From the Valley, it's a great place to be.
Yeah. Now, I've heard this, and tell me if it's true, is people say if you're about to sell your house or you're about to buy a house, go to a brand new agent because they don't have 30 people pulling them every way. You'll get all of the attention of that agent. Is that true?
Oh, absolutely true. I mean,
but you've gone through the same training as everyone else.
Absolutely. And Realty Concepts has an excellent training program. Their integrity is bar none, just amazing. I love working with them. They provided us with a lot of information, and they're really all about integrity, putting the customers first. And whether I had one client or 100 clients,
they get the same attention.
They get the same attention. So
go to her anyway because she's nice and
yes,
she's honest.
Absolutely.
And she's from the Valley. Fireball.
Yes, Fireball. Grew up
in the big city.
Yep, grew up in the big
Migrated
city.
to Fresno.
Yep, to the bigger city.
Now tell us about some ideas you have.
So as many people know, and it's been talked about quite a bit with previous guests, is that it is a seller's market right now. So what I wanted to talk about today was some tips for buyers to be more competitive and to get their offers accepted.
I've heard buyers offer on house after house after house. They're not getting their offer accepted. And sometimes there's 10 people offering on the same house.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what I wanted to talk about is things that you can do to make your offer stand out. I mean, first and foremost, you want to work with a great realtor. You know, a good thing for buyers is they don't have to pay for a realtor. And it's imperative that you pick a good one that is going to be your advocate out there. Like I said earlier, Realty Concepts trains their agents to be top-notch and to really, work for the customer, because real estate transactions are difficult. Here in California especially, the disclosures, the paperwork, I mean, by the time you're done, the book is about that big. It's so much to weed through. You don't want to go through that alone.
Yeah, and why should a buyer do that? Because you don't charge the buyer. It's free for the buyer.
Exactly. I mean, it's a no-brainer. You absolutely want to have a realtor on your side. The second thing that's really important is to make sure that you have a good local lender. We're really lucky at Realty Concepts that we have an awesome in-house lender, Lending Concepts. The two loan officers we have are Melinda Lyles and Paige Solberg. I think that we have their information that we can show where you can contact them. That's Paige there, and then we also have, like I said, Melissa Lyles. One thing that's very great thing about both of them is that they're here in person. If you have an issue, if you have a problem, you can walk right in and go talk to them. Unlike the internet lenders or the big bank lenders, you don't get that personal service. You're a number, you fall through the cracks. And Lending Concepts has an extremely high close rate. That means once you're pre-approved, and also, speaking of that, make sure you get pre-approved, not pre-qualified. There is a difference. Pre-approved means that you're a strong buyer, and once they pre-approve you, it's a huge high percentage that they'll be able to close your transaction for you.
I've seen this happen a lot. You go to a lender, they go, oh yeah, they're okay, and you go through all the shopping, finding a house, getting an escrow. You're in it for months, and they find, oh no, we can't get you a loan. You don't want to go through that.
No, at the 11th hour, you don't want to be scrambling for new lending. The seller sure does not want to do that, and that's also what makes your offer very strong. When the seller sees and the seller's agent sees that you have a very strong local lender, they're going to say, okay, we have confidence in them. There's someone who can close this, make the transaction happen, and everybody's happy. And you don't have to have a Realty Concepts agent to go to Lending Concepts. So they're a really good asset to have.
So maybe if somebody's just thinking of buying a house, they should go to Lending Concepts and just start before they even choose a realtor. They could do that.
Exactly. You can go in, they can talk to you, they can tell you what to do. Like I said, Paige and Melissa are amazing people to work with.
Excellent.
So once you've got those two big things out of the way, you've got your realtor taken care of, your lending taken care of, and you find your dream home and you're ready to go, the next big thing is making sure you have a clean offer. Like I said, right now, sellers are getting tons of offers. Day one, they could have 10, 12 offers, like within hours. what you want to make sure is that you have a clean offer. Because they have so many to choose from, they don't want to see that you're asking them for closing costs and all these different contingencies. Gone are the days where you could ask the seller to pay for all your closing costs and fix every nook and cranny in the house. Yeah. They just aren't going to do that anymore because they have so many choices. They have, someone who's coming in that's asking for nothing. So you have to make sure that you have a fair purchase price that you're willing to pay, plus you're not asking for too much. And along with that, another thing that gives you a very strong offer is having a really good deposit. Used to be where $1,000 deposit was okay.
Or zero down. Or
zero down.
Yeah.
But what will make your offer look very strong is to have a larger deposit, like $5,000, or depending on the price of the house, maybe 1 to 3%. And what that shows the seller is that you're serious about that house. You want that home. You're also financially secure, so they know you're the real deal. This person's not messing around. They want this house.
Yeah.
So that's very important. And then I think that one of the last thing, and people sometimes don't think about this or think it may not matter, but real estate is not just a financial transaction, it's an emotional transaction.
Yes.
Very much so. So one thing we like to encourage people to do is to write a letter about themselves, or have their agent write a letter, depending on how comfortable they are. It doesn't have to be...
You give that to the seller?
Yes.
Wow.
We present it to the seller along with the offer. It doesn't have to be great detail. You don't have to go through your whole life story. But what you can tell the seller is why you like that house, why you like that neighborhood.
Or be emotional. I want my wife and 3 children to be raised in this neighborhood, in this home that you cared for all these years, and we'll give it the same care that you did, or something like that. Wow.
That's exactly
I never thought of that.
Because the seller, that is their home. Until it's the key
They're
in your
emotionally
hand,
attached, yeah.
it's their home.
Yeah.
So to know that the buyer wants to come in and take care of the neighborhood just like they did, love the same house that they loved. We've actually have had cases in our office where there have been offers where the seller has accepted a lower priced offer based solely off of the letter that came with it. Wow. Because they wanted those buyers for their neighbors. They wanted to know that they're leaving their neighbors in good hands.
Yeah. They're their friends. They've been next door to them for years, and they're probably going to still be friends after they moved. So
those are just a few things, like I said, in this really huge seller's market, just some tips that you can use to try and make your offer stand out amongst the sea of other offers out there.
Well, I tell you, if you're a buyer and you're thinking of buying a house, look up Mandy Silveira.
Yes.
She's going to get your offer through. Offers aren't getting through. They're getting 10, 12, 15 offers on one house. So what's going to make a difference on your offer? Mandy has some great ideas.
Absolutely. And I would love to help you. And whether you're the buyer or the seller, we just have great resources at Realty Concepts.
Tell me how people could reach you. Where do they start? Is there a web page or a phone number?
A few different ways. My phone number is there at the bottom, 559-287-5557. That is directly to me. You can call me or text me. You can also email me at mandy@realtyconcepts.com. You could also check out our webpage. It's just realtyconcepts.com. Very easy to get a hold of us.
Tell you what, if you're trying to reach Mandy and you didn't write down the phone number, you can't remember Mandy at realtyconcepts.com, call me. I'll give you her direct number. Can I give out your direct number?
Absolutely.
I've got her direct number right here, and I'll give it to you. If you want to buy a house or sell a house, Mandy Silveira at realtyconcepts.com.
Yes.
What else do you want to tell us?
Well, like I said, if you just, number one, just go with a realtor that's there to help, which would be me, of course.
To represent you and to take care of you, that's not worried about taking care of someone else.
Right, and it is very important. You don't want to do this alone. That is the biggest thing. It's people think that real estate is, it's simple. I'm just going to go buy a house, or I'm just going to put my house on the market. It's by myself. It's easy, but it's very difficult. And we're there to to serve you. It's, we set up your appointments for inspections. We want to make sure you're taken care of, that you're not taken advantage of, both the sellers and the buyers. And like I said, our company is such a great company to work with. We have so many resources. We work together well. We work well with our in-house lender. We work well with the community. We have a very good reputation for taking care of our customers, and I think that it shows.
Okay, it's Mandy Silveira at realtyconcepts.com. And your phone number again?
559-287-5557.
We'll be back with more Central Valley Real Estate and Home Improvement Show right after this.